Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm joined by Thao, who is an engineering manager at Honey Insurance based in Sydney. Firstly, before we get into today's questions and dive deep into Thao's experience as a leader, I'll get our guest to introduce himself. Thao, I'll pass it to you.
Hi everyone, my name is Thao. I am an engineering manager at Honey Insurance at the moment. My background was engineering, and I've experienced and succeeded in diverse startup environments, including applying new technology in a legacy system to scaling a consulting team into a product team, building a new product to support a company strategy to IPO, and especially going from 0 to 1 at Honey Insurance, where I'm at the moment, and glad to be here.
Awesome, thanks for the intro. So I'll move into, got 3 questions we're going through, new ones as well. First question is, how did you approach career development, and what lessons would you share with those aiming to do the same?
To me, your career is like a road trip, and you are the driver, not a passenger, and your company and manager are like GPS and road signs. They are there to support you and guide you, but you must decide where you want to be, how you want to get there, the route, and how, like, at what speed as well. So you must be the one driving, not like, if you don't drive the car, you're gonna stay put forever. And you can't just wait around for opportunities and promotion to come your way, right? When you're ready, you should ask for more challenges and more opportunities, and you need to treat your career like something that you actively steer, not something that just happens to you. There are a few tips along the way that I've learned as well. Lots of engineers don't do it well. Show up to one-on-ones prepared. Make sure your manager know what you've been up to, what you've achieved, and what you're struggling with as well, because that's how they can help you. And keep a note of what you have achieved and what your mistakes were. It's very easy to forget those things. They help you to reflect when the time comes, and especially advocate for your opportunities as well. And the last thing is, your career is yours, and it goes beyond your current role and your current company. You are there, so you must plan it and you must drive it, not your company, not your manager. Take control of your career.
What mistakes or misconceptions about career growth have you encountered in your journey, and how did you work to avoid or correct them?
Have you heard of the saying that I can always learn on the job? And to me, that is like one of the most common perception. Think about workplace as a tournament, and you are an athlete. You don't show up to the tournament to practice or experiment or learn. You show up to perform. You show up to showcase your skills and your preparation. So workplace is the same. The things that you do at work matters. Result matters. So as someone who wants to go faster than other people, you need to spend time outside of the performance, outside of the competition, outside of the workplace, to get ahead of people, to prepare. Take time to learn new tools, take time to experiment with new technology. They allow you to fail safely and learn deeply, and you get to apply those skills when it matters. The other misconception is you can only learn by doing. In fact, you can learn by observing as well. Like you spend, I don't know, it depends on the job, but anywhere between 20 to 40% you spend time with others in meetings, in team interactions. And during those interactions, make sure you pay 120% attention to those interactions. You get to learn how senior people solve problems and overcome challenges and communicate with each other as well. So you get to learn, you get to fast track your experience through the success and failures without direct consequences to yourself. So by combining those two, the mindset that workplace is a showcase platform and observing to learn, you will accelerate your growth beyond others. That's how I think about practical ways to get faster.
Let's move on to the third and final question, which is when challenges or setbacks arise, how do you approach them, and what strategies have helped you turn obstacles into stepping stones for progress?
So it's important to acknowledge to the mistakes that fall within your core responsibilities quickly.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, you're not going to develop yourself, develop your accountability and your professionalism. So as long as it is within your core responsibility, you accept it. But you don't just stop there. You better go beyond that. So behind closed doors, when you spend time to reflect, you better be self-critical. And that is not unnecessarily being hard on yourself. It's more about fostering growth. So behind closed doors, ask yourself these questions. Could I have done something better? Could I have done something different? Could I have seen it happen? Could I have prevented it? So that will help you reflect better and keep a note of your mistakes as well. Like that is very important, to keep a note of your mistakes. What happened? What have you learned? What could you do differently? Because generally speaking, people accept mistakes as long as you don't repeat it. So how do you prevent it from happening again? By keeping those notes and revisiting them often and use them as references. It helps you remember what you've experienced and avoid making it happen again in the future. Yeah, so it's all about adapt, learn and get better and build more resilience and prevent things from happening again.